Today, I'm here to learn about car audio.
The scene as it is at the moment seems to be tending back towards its core, which is sound quality, which is a good thing to see. Sound quality is based around a good set of front speakers, a very, very good source unit, a nice powerful amplifier, and a small but good subwoofer.
And what's that going to give me?
Well, it's going to give us a stage, an image. It's going to give you a better sounding car.
Okay, when you say a stage,
you actually have the music spread across the front dash of your car rather than just coming from down by your feet and a big thumping bass in the back. And then there's the image. Now, image is how much clarity you've got there. You can actually perceive where the singer would be, where the drummer, where the guitarist would be. So the stage and an image gives you something that we just haven't had in a long time, which is absolutely awesome. What you've got to start off with all good car audio systems is a good source. So I mean, that comes down to something like one of these top of the line Alpine CD players. Something with crossovers built in, something that plays MP3s, something that has time alignment.
Okay, you lost me.
Well, what we
What's
do...
a crossover?
Crossover is something that stops a certain frequency from getting to a speaker. So in other words, with a thing like a tweeter here, we cut them off quite high at about 2 kilohertz. So no low frequency sound goes to them. And then we run the rest of the sound to the mid, which gives us our bass and mid-range. Time alignment's a very important factor nowadays. What that allows us to do is actually move the stage and image around by slowing down the speakers. We can actually slow down a certain speaker in the car.
Say the singer sounded like it was over there, right where you are, there, and I wanted it brought over here. You could fix that?
Totally. We can drag it right across the front. Well, the next thing after a good head unit is a good set of front speakers. These are front components, so they're a split. They have a tweeter that is separate to the rest of the system, so it can be put into an external location. Basically what that allows us to do then is the mids are at the bottom of the door in their standard location. We can put the tweeters up higher. What this does is lifts the whole sound stage, so instead of making it sound like it's going to your ankles, it's now up on top of your dash.
What else do I need?
Well, the next thing is definitely an amplifier. Something like that over there, a 4-channel amplifier would be your basic starting point. 2 fronts to run the front component speakers, and you bridge the other 2 channels to run the subwoofer. By bridging 2 channels together, we double the amount of power out from the amplifier. So that gives us twice as much power to run the big bass driver.
Can I do it with two channels?
You can. In fact, 2 channels is actually probably better than a 4-channel. What they do is they give you the ability of running 2 independent power supplies to them, so then any low frequency drawing on the amplifier doesn't affect the high frequency range in the front speakers. Well, what subwoofers are, they produce a low frequency sound which is non-directional. If you've got a good front mid-bass producing mid-bass frequencies, the 2 can merge quite well, and so fooling your ears into thinking that all the bass is coming from the front of the car, which is the ultimate objective. One 12-inch sub will do it quite substantially well. It'll do it fine. 2 12s will give you a lot of bass. Now, a lot of people seem to think that 15s are better and 18s are better. That is old school thinking nowadays. We can get as much bass out of a single 12-inch sub and a slot ported bandpass enclosure as you could out of any 18-inch sub in the old days. Technology has come and surpassed it now.
Let's have a look in the boot of this car, right?
It's not quite finished yet. We're still building some of the panels for it, but as you can see, there's a Soundstream Tarantula amplifier in there, TR500/4, super powerful 4-channel amplifier, 500 RMS by 4 out of an amp. Huge power.
A setup like this without the screen.
An installation, just the install, well, the customization stuff that we've done in the front doors and in the back here would be about $2,000 to $2,500.
We're going to have a look at how mental you can go.
Ah, yes, let's go and have a look at Azar's car. We've got a Soundstream Tarantula amplifier driving the subs again, and 2 Soundstream amplifiers driving the front speakers.
There's a chunk of thing in the middle, which is something I didn't learn about before.
That's basically a capacitor. What the capacitor does is stores and releases energy very quickly to supply the amplifiers which are driving your subs and front speakers.
So you can get back to the future with your flux capacitor.
Correct, that is a flux capacitor of car audio.
These subwoofers are mounted upside down. Did somebody just put them in the wrong way?
We stuffed up. I'll admit to it now, we stuffed up. The new subwoofers now, with the new subwoofer design and so forth, with these giant cast baskets, they have to be displayed. They're too pretty not to.
He's got 2.
We want as much impact up the front as possible. So to trick your ear into thinking that the bass you're listening to is actually coming from the front. So it absolutely draws all the sound to the front of the vehicle.
What's this stuff called?
Suede.
Oh, I was going to say ostrich. What would an install like this one cost?
Between $35,000 and $50,000.
So there you go, guys. That's a bit of an insight into car audio. Robbie, thanks very much for showing us around, give us an idea of what's hot, what's not.